You're not forgetting that this country did vote for Brexit, and actually Brexit is Brexit. Brexit, at the end of the day, means getting out of the EU. So a change in tone may be important, but you also have to look at the alternative, which is just leaving the EU. Is there anyone else that would be a better job at negotiating than Theresa May right now?
Well, I don't think the government generally has been very competent at all in doing these negotiations. I mean, Francine, just think about it. We're 15 months on from the referendum. We're several months on from the Article 50 process being triggered, and only in the last month or so has the government come out with position papers. And of course, it wasted time on a general election where she was seeking to get a larger majority than she had, and that's just eaten into time. And as Michel Barnier, the EU's chief negotiator, has said, the clock is ticking. And yes, look, you're right that Britain voted to leave the European Union last year, but it wasn't put to the British people how they wished to leave. I don't think anybody voted for us to become poorer and to leave the European Union in a way which will destroy people's jobs and negatively impact on their families. That is the real issue here, and that's why people like me and others in the UK Parliament have been arguing that we should, albeit outside of the European Union, be seeking to stay in the single market like other non-EU countries and to remain part of the EU customs union.
Do you believe Jeremy Corbyn would do a better job in negotiating this than Theresa May?
Absolutely, I believe the Labour team would do a better job because they wouldn't be playing to the domestic gallery. You can see from the tone that we're adopting that it's more of a constructive one. We don't see our European counterparts as our enemies, for example, which was a way in which they referred to by somebody who was considered to be on the moderate end of the spectrum in the Conservative Party, the current Chancellor of the Exchequer. But in the end, look, I can assure you that from a UK parliamentary perspective, this isn't really a big issue of party politics. What you're seeing in the UK Parliament with regard to the legislation we have to pass to give effect to Brexit is different politicians from across the parties and working across party lines to try and get the best outcome for the people that we represent. So in many respects, this is something that's gone above party politics, where you've got politicians very much focused on what is the right thing to do in the national interest.
Right.